Hey there, welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about a topic that's been gaining popularity in the world of publishing in the last couple of years, and that is low content books. As a result, starting a low content publishing business can be a lucrative and quite a rewarding opportunity. So if you're someone who's looking to start a low content publishing business, or you simply just want to learn more about these type of books, then this video is for you. But before that, hey guys, my name is Jeff. And on this channel, I'm documenting my journey publishing low and medium content books on Amazon KDP. So if that sounds interesting to you, then feel free to stick around and enjoy the video. Today, we'll be comparing no content books, low content books, medium content books, and high content books, and what sets them apart from each other. By the end of this video, my goal for you is to have a clear understanding of the various types of low content books so that you can create one for your own publishing business. With that being said, let's get started. So first, let's start with no content books. Now, as the name suggests, these books have little to no written content, and they can range from journals to sketchbooks, workbooks, to simple lined or grid paper notebooks. These types of books are quick and easy to create, which makes them a popular choice among self-publishers when first starting out. Now, you may be thinking, why would someone want to buy a book with no written content? The answer is simple. It's because they're practical. Many people are looking for a blank canvas to jot down their thoughts, their ideas, their sketches, and no content books provide exactly that. They're also very versatile, as they can be used for a variety of purposes such as journaling, note-taking, or even bullet journaling. So, examples of no content books. The first one here is a lined notebook journal that is aimed towards nurse educators. As you can see by the cover, it says, "I'm a nurse educator. I solve problems you don't know you have in ways you can't understand." So obviously, if you were a nurse educator, you might find this funny and you might want to buy it. Or you might want to buy it for someone that you know that is a nurse educator. It has a "this book belongs to," you put your name, and then followed by a bunch of lined pages. That's all it is. This is a no content book. Second example, it's called Sketch and Notes. It is a half blank and half lined notebook, sketch composition notebook. So if we go into it, here's the cover. It's just a plain cover. It just says Sketch and Notes. As we can see, it has the page to put your name in. It has a table of contents to keep track of your pages, and then followed by a page of lines, and then I believe the next page would be just a sketch page, which is just a blank page. And this is an example of a no content book. And then finally, we have this draw and write paper for kids. It is a blank dotted line notebook aimed at parents that want their kids to practice handwriting. As you can see, draw and write paper for kids. It even has the template for the pages. It has a box for your sketching or for your drawing, and then the dotted lines for the practicing handwriting. It has this page, which I believe would be where kids would put their name. And then there you go. Here is the box. There is the lined dotted the lines and dots for practicing handwriting for kids. Same thing, and then it is just the same thing over and over again. And this is an example of a no content book. Next, we have low content books. Now, these books have a bit more content than no content books, but still fall into the category of simple, practical books that can be used for writing, drawing, or note-taking. Examples of low content books include dotted journals, sketchbooks, logbooks, among others. They're books that have limited amount of written content, and they often feature interactive elements where the reader can write in the book. They're popular among self-publishing authors on KDP because they're easy to create and they provide value to the reader. Okay, so some examples of low content books would be password books, because they are just basically a logbook that you keep important information in. And if we go inside, we can see that this password book, you put your name, important information, and then there's a little page with password security tips, but the bulk of the book are just these pages where it has your website, the email, your username, password, and notes, just recycled over and over and over again. So this is an example of a low content book. Our next example is this camping logbook. If we go inside, we can see that it has this page where you fill it in when you go camping. So you have campground information, you have all this type of things that you can fill in, and then the next page asks you questions, and then you fill it in, and then it's repeated over and over again. So this is an example of a low content book. And then our last example would be this logbook that tracks your blood sugar for 1 year. And if we go inside, same story, we can see that it has your important information. And then we start out with your first page of tracking your blood sugar by day, and a notes page after, and then it's repeated over and over again. So as you can see, this is an example of a low content book. Now let's move on to medium content books. These books, they have more content than low content books, but they're not as extensive as high content books. They have a few chapters of written content, and maybe the rest of the book is made up of worksheets, quizzes, or other interactive elements. Examples of medium content books include self-help journals, coloring books, activity books, books typically where each page is unique. Now these books provide more information and substance to the reader while still offering opportunities for engagement and interaction. Okay, so some examples of medium content books would be this gratitude journal and activity book. And if we go inside, we can see why. And the reason why this book is a medium content book is because each page is unique, but it also allows the reader to interact with the book. So in this case, the reader will interact through the activities like crossword puzzles, brainstorms, etc. But every page is unique. The next example that we have is this coloring book. Now, this coloring book is a little different because not only can you color it, but there are hidden things inside this book that you look for. But as we can see, each page is unique, and the reader will interact by coloring these pages, and this is why this is a medium content book. Now our final example is this guided journal, and the reason why this guided journal is a medium content book is because there are some written content in here, but as you can see, there are also places where the reader can interact with the book. Finally, we have high content books. Now these books are typically full-length books with a large amount of written content, and it can be anything from fiction to nonfiction. These books have few to no interactive elements and are best suited for self-publishers who want to provide in-depth information and knowledge to their readers without the need for interactivity. They're the most time-intensive and complex to create, but they also offer the most potential for sales and revenue. High content books are meant to educate, inform, and entertain the reader, so typically the author needs to be knowledgeable and passionate about their topic. So examples of high content books would be a book like this. This one's titled Spectacular Stories for Curious Kids. And if we go inside, we can see exactly why it's a high content book, and that is because mostly all of it, I would say all of this actually is all written content. There is no place here for the reader to interact with the book other than reading it. Our next example would be something like this, this is a bucket list adventure guide. If we go inside, we can see that it is mostly written content and does not allow the user to interact with it, but just read it. And then finally, our last one is this novel called The Secret Lake, and same story. It is all written content where the user will just read it. There is no interactivity with this book, and this is why this is a high content book. And there you have it, a comparison between no content books, low content books, medium content books, and high content books on Amazon KDP. No content books are great for authors who want to create interactive journals or organizers that require little to no written content. Low content books are ideal for authors who want to create simple yet interactive books with a minimal amount of written content. Medium content books are perfect for authors who want to provide a good balance between interactive elements and written content. They allow authors to add more detail and information to their books while still providing a level of interactivity. Finally, high content books, they're best suited for authors who want to provide in-depth information and knowledge to their customers without the need for interactivity. They require a lot of time and effort and research, but they are a great way to educate and inform your audience. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. And if you like this type of video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know if you want me to make more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.